What up, man? I just got off from a nap. I finished this video earlier, and I've been debating on releasing it now or waiting a few days. I am gonna release it. It is my first episode in my Marvel Strike Force 2.0 beginner's guide to end game, pretty much. And it's all about who to farm and why. It's got a spreadsheet. It's got a Word document explaining it and how to do it and go about it. I do want to preface it by saying it's not telling you not to go after brand new characters. That brand new characters are going to be the best. They're obviously not farmable, but you get them through events like Cersei's event, Icarus event, um, stuff like that. Absolutely, level them up, invest into them because they're going to make your account that much better. Okay, they're way stronger than the older characters, but this guide will set you up to do whatever you want as soon as possible. I hope you enjoy this video. I hope to get a lot of feedback. Enjoy. It's my key to my future on my free to play, and I believe it's the key right now that unlocks all keys or all locks, or you know what I'm saying. Check it out. You're gonna like it. All right, welcome everybody. I am GpaSilverMane, and this is the Marvel Strike Force beginner's farming guide. And this guide is gonna set you up at right around the 6-month period to do whatever you choose to do in Marvel Strike Force. After that, you will have max resources and income for a free-to-play account to spend on whoever you choose. You know what I mean? Essentially, you can go any path you want at that point. And you can do that from the beginning. I'm just trying to give you what I would do to help out newer players coming into the game and give them the best start that they can possibly get. And in my opinion, this video is the best start and will show you the best path to go. There will be people out there that say, no, you shouldn't go for this team or that team, but you can't go for part of this guide and not all of it. So this is part of the Marvel Strike Force 2.0 series. It's an episodic series that will have right now I have 12 videos in it. There'll be war guides, raid guides, everything Marvel Strike Force, teaching a newer player to mid-game player, a newer player mainly, the ins and outs of every game mode, and as well as tips, advice, and tricks. Things that can help you maximize currencies and rewards and events, milestones, all sorts of good stuff. Which is, if you haven't already, why you want to go down below and hit subscribe. It's completely free, but it will notify you when I put out a live or video of mine goes live and I posted it. You can then at that point watch it if that's a video you're interested in, or you can swipe left and it deletes it. It doesn't cost nothing, and if you're liking the series or it helps you in any way, I put so much time and effort in this. I'd really appreciate it if you hit that thumbs up, smash that thumbs up, and all that does is it tells YouTube, hey, people are liking this guy's information. We need to show it to more of the Marvel Strike Force community player base so they can enjoy it as well. And we want as many people in Marvel Strike Force community to be seeing this because it's truly here to help them. There's all sorts of information out there, and it's going to be back and forth. People are going to say one thing and another, you know what I mean? But I truly believe this is the best. I put so much time into figuring this stuff out that I'm going to follow it. I'm going to show you my day-to-day series as well as my guides. And then if you still have doubts, just don't follow the guide. You know what I mean? But I'm going to give you the facts, okay? And this will set me up for Doom War campaign completely with all the characters we farm here in this guide. It will set me up with several teams, a good dozen to 15 teams. And then I can choose who I want to invest in, as well as Dark Dimension. And it will give me the best raid team, which is the Axemen, at the fastest possible rate that you can get them unlocked. So if that's something that sounds like it's up your alley or something you're interested in or want to learn, strap in, get ready, enjoy, smash that thumbs up. Definitely subscribe though, guys. Comment down below your thoughts, your opinions, things I might have messed up on or missed. I'd greatly appreciate that as well because I did work through the night. I was up all night working on this stuff, and I make mistakes, you know, I'm a human too. But let's go ahead and jump into the spreadsheet here. And this is the most important thing. If you don't even follow any of the other part of the guide, this part is, in my opinion, crucial. And I'm going to explain why and show you. All right. So, here we are. Flash events. 2021 Master Plan Farming Guide. Actually, I want to show you this too because we are talking about flash events. I'm going to go over here. Oh, here comes a train. Of course, I'm shooting a video. Here comes a train, man. I'm telling you, it's like they know I'm going to shoot a video. All right, so this is the Chaos Theory. It is the current Flash event going on right now. It's live. This is my free-to-play account that's 12 days in, and I'm unable to even do Tier 1. Now, that spreadsheet I'm about to show you has Chaos Theory as one of the Flash events, one of the 5 Flash events there are. And it's the most important in my opinion, because it's the only real way to get silver and gold promotion credits. Now, if they change something in the future to give you other teams that can do the Chaos Theory other than the Wakandans, or they add more Wakandan characters that you can farm easier than what's on this guide, I will update it and make a new video. But I don't see that happening. They've been in there for 4 years. I think they've been around all that time, and they've always done Chaos Theory. But looking at it here, I want to show you the rewards. So your first time you're going to get 10 for beating it. But then you're only going to get 1, and you get 3 of these tokens, so you can fight it 3 times. Do you want 3 of these? Do you want 6 of them? Do you want 9 of them? Okay. Well, this guide's going to set you up. Anybody that doesn't follow it and go after these characters to max this right away when they're starting their account, essentially we'll be doing this a year and a half from now, because quite literally, I still need my mercenary lieutenant for the payday Flash event to get to Tier 7, and that's at a year and 9 months, guys. I've been missing out on hundreds, millions of gold. But as you can see, as we're going to move over here, you start getting these gold ones. And this quite literally is the only way to get these, unless they give them to you or they run a weird leaderboard reward milestone of such. But even now you can see I'm getting 15 of these and 3 of these per Chaos Theory once a month. That still isn't very good. We get clear over here to the end when you have Tier 7 with your Wakandans are all 7 stars. You'll be getting 60 of these and 21 of these. It's huge. The first time rewards are beautiful, but even after that you're getting 60 and 21. Do you want to be doing it down here where you're getting 15 and 3, or you know what I'm saying? You're getting a fraction, and that is huge. That will, it could, you know what I mean? It ain't gonna kill your account, but you're gonna have a lot weaker characters. Like I'm gonna get going and buy the character I want with the more red stars, essentially making me more powerful than you, and then I will destroy you if we ever were to fight an arena, or you get what I'm saying? It just makes my team stronger, so that's why these are so important. Alright, so I want to get over here and look at this real quick. How do I click on it? There we go. Alright, so here is the Chaos Theory. And these are the characters you need and where you can find them. And I'm going to show you on my, I believe it's another spreadsheet. Basically, it's just a typed up version of where to farm and why. But, and it's actually a lot clearer than this. But I just want to show you the 5 events here. And I'll get to them all here. And it's showing you where to get the characters. So if you want to go off the spreadsheet, you're more than welcome to. Because it's just as easy. Shuri. Here I got the Shuri event because you're going to need Shuri for the 5 Wakandans. She's one of the 5 that there is. And these characters, it tells you where they're coming from. All from the Blitz Orb, guys. And that's why the Blitz Orbs are so important. And then the Raid Orbs. You're getting tons of characters from Raid Orbs. And essentially I tried to find as many characters, the only characters, and where to get them, and plug them in here to make it as cheap as possible. So you can farm other characters that you truly love. You know what I mean? Like Moon Knight or White Tiger or the Wave 1 Avengers. Anybody. You know what I mean? You can farm anybody. Quite honestly. But this shows you the Chaos Theory. I just showed you the payday event. Tier 7 is, I think it's like 3.6 million gold. You get 1.2 times 3. So 3.6 million gold once every 5 weeks or once a month. It's huge. And that 3 million gold, you might be like, man, that's not much. But, dude, it's huge. Spending 1 million gold a day and barely accumulating anything over that, 3.6 million is a good boost to your account. And if you're getting it and someone else ain't getting it, you're going to blow them away, especially free to play. Now, boot camp is skilletary. And Yelena Belova's if you want the 5 best skilletary. If you farm Yelena Belova, it will cost you 1,080 energy a day to farm all these characters. You do not want to start off farming Yelena Belova. She's optional after this, I would say the 6-month period. Because about 6 months, you're going to have all these maxed at Tier 7. So, she will give you the best skilletary team. But you can do it with these other 3 and these 2. And it'll keep you under that 1,000 energy a day. Because you get 1,000 energy a day through free energy, free refreshes, and your 4 energy refreshes. You will accumulate 1,000 energy that you can spend farming nodes. Okay? So if you go and you farm a character that's not on this list, you're going to run out of energy and you're not going to be able to farm all your characters. So it may take you a little longer than 6 months to get these maxed at Tier 7. That's something to bear in mind. Let me scroll over here and show you this other one. We got Boot Camp, Block Party, and Relic Hunt. Now, Relic Hunt I put on here because it is a flash event, but I will not be going after the hand myself. I will get Electro for my Shadowlands. I'll get Nobu as I need him to unlock Phoenix, but I'm not focused on them at all. They are a background noise. I don't need Phoenix that bad, or if at all anymore. Electra, it'd be more I'd go after Phoenix just to collect her as a, you know what I mean? I like to collect the characters and build them up. But I'm not farming any of these hand characters. I'm going to get them as I get them. They're worthless. And they are not included in the 1,000 energy. None of these are except Electra. And then obviously you'll get Hand Sentry from Raid. But these other ones, they are not included in any of the calculations. I just put them on here so you can see it and plan ahead for it. If Relic Hunt's something you're interested in. It just gives you catalysts. And if you're free to play, I don't think you're ever going to run into a bottleneck on them. So I don't think this event really does anything for you. But if you're spending, you will run out of catalysts. I did on my main several times. Damage catalysts especially. But Block Party gives you ability materials. Your blue, your purple, and your T4s. Gold ones. And those are the hardest. So hard to get. You get them from raid seasons, which last 2 weeks. And then you get like 100 or 150 of them. And it's not even that much if your alliance doesn't do that good. So you'll get even less every 2 weeks. And then you get them from war seasons, which I believe last 2 weeks. So about that time, you'll get a chunk from there, about 100 from each, let's say on average. So you got 200 T4s every 2 weeks. That's one skill, maybe. Some skills take 240 of those T4s. Well, this Block Party on Tier 7 will give you 50 gold T4s. A bunch of purple, a bunch of blue, etc. But it will give you those 50 times 3, 150 T4s. That is huge. That's essentially 2 weeks of doing raid and wars in this game. You're getting it once a month. So that adds to it. And it's the only way to get the gold ones, the T4s, is to Tier 7 this. If you're doing Tier 6, you're not getting any T4s. So you need to be Tier 7 it as soon as you possibly can. And farming these characters will get you there. And I put extra characters because you can pick and choose who you want to build. Let's say if you decide later on you want a Fantastic Four, you'd probably want to go She-Hulk over a Luke Cage or a Spider-Man or Spider-Man Miles. But I want to go Spider-Man and Spider-Man Miles. So I'm not going to go after She-Hulk, but I will get her accumulated still as a Blitz team. That's another thing. Just opening Blitz and Raid Orbs will give you so many characters for Blitzes. It will improve your account tenfold. I want to explain it like this. When you're building a house, you don't just go for Infinity Watch or Omega Red. You have to build a firm foundation so you have the resources and the longevity to get there. So when you do get there, you have plenty of stuff to put into them. You build a foundation, a footing, and then you build the house up from there. So if you don't have a firm foundation to stand on, it's gonna put a big damper on your account, especially free to play. These resources are one of the main, well, pretty much the only thing you can control in the game to increase your resource and income guaranteed is to max these as soon as possible. Every day over 6 months that you're not maxing these Tier 6, Tier 7ing them, you're hurting your account. You're leaving resources on the table. You're losing gains at that point. And Boot Camp gives you your training modules. So if you feel like you're having a bottleneck on training modules, Boot Camp gives you, I think it's like 500 on the Tier 7, and then it gives you like, I want to say 100 or 200 times 3 once a month. Just gives you tons and tons of training modules, guys. And following this will set you up with several teams. And that's why I want to jump over to my Word document here. This will explain it a lot clearer and in detail why you want to do this. And it'll take you through, I think it's 3 stages. We're going to see here. I did this all night last night. I went in and I thought it through, organized, typed it out. All right, let's go ahead and let me explain here. Stage 1, you logged into the game, you created an account, you're ready to play. This is not telling you to go giant on Alliance. It's not telling you to do raids. I'm not covering all that in this video. I will make a separate video for each one of those things as I can. But I want to get this video out there for your character farming guide. And this is the character farming guide I'm going to follow. And it's for longevity. You can choose how much to invest into these characters. I personally, for Flash events, am only going to invest enough to be able to complete Tier 7. I don't know that I'm going to build the Wakandans or the mercenaries or anybody, but if you choose to, that is your choice. All I'm doing is giving you the characters and the guide to get the characters to make that choice, okay, guys? So the stores for Stage 1, this is how you want to spend your currencies in the game. You always want to open Blitz Orbs starting out. You always want to open Raid Orbs starting out. And the reason for that is because they give you way more character shards. I'd say way more is a logical sense. And they give you some gold in the Blitz Orbs. But they give you 9 shards for 900 raid credits. Now, if you go and buy one character for 1,400 credits, you get 5 shards. That is like 275 raid credits per shard. But you are getting the character you want. You want to grow wide in the beginning. So you want lots of Blitz teams. You want lots of war teams. You want lots of raid characters. You just want more characters to build out your roster and give you the option for selection, because you're going to need a ton of teams to do more. It takes a different team and different characters for each set of 3 nodes, and there's 3 sets per chapter, and there's now 4 chapters. So you almost need 12 different teams built. So you need to build wide starting out, and then build them up as you need to. And that's what this guide's going to do. Just follow along with me, and it will change. You'll see how it works through. You always buy M'Baku till he's unlocked at 2 stars. 45 shards. So you have to buy him 9 times. Essentially, that's going to be 9 days, depending on where you're placing at in arena. Then only buy to keep his star level equal to other Wakandans. So this will advance you to where you're farming Black Panther and Okoye from Nexus nodes. And once you have them at 3 stars or unlocked and you're farming them to 3 stars, you want to come in here and buy him as necessary to keep him at the same star level as they are simultaneously. But let's say you unlock him at 2 stars. You're not going to beat a Panther and Okoye's node yet. There's no reason to take him any higher, because they all have to be the same star level to do the tiers in those flash events. So go and get him at 2 stars, and at the same time you're going to be buying Daredevil with your extra arena credits till at least he's 5 stars. And he is a city hero, as well as he's on Shadowlands. He's a great character. He puts out a lot of damage, and I'm not going to discuss too much in detail, but he is part of this farming guide. So you'll buy that with the extra credits. So that's 500 arena credits, and he's 350. That's 850 a day. You're going to want to be in the top 250, if not higher, in arena to be able to buy an M'Baku and a Daredevil each day while doing your dailies, because you get extra arena credits from your dailies. Now, when not buying your M'Baku, so you got him to 2 stars, right? You want to buy Red Guardian for the 500 arena credits that you usually spend on him. Then you're basically going to take up Red Guardian until you unlock Nexus 4.9 and Nexus 6.3 for Black Panther and Okoye. And you're going to just keep farming Red Guardian, and then you're going to bounce between Red Guardian and M'Baku till 7 starred. So you get your Red Guardian to 3 stars, and now your Black Panther and Okoye are at 3 stars, and your M'Baku's still at 2. You're going to want to go back to buying M'Baku in Daredevil. And at that point, if you 5-starred Daredevil, I would keep pushing him to 7. I put 5-star because people like to pill off, but you really need him at 7-star to 7th tier block party. He's a city hero, and you have to use city heroes on block party. So that's one of your 5 that you're going to use. But you quit buying Red Guardian and you start buying M'Baku again to catch him up to Black Panther and Okoye. He is the priority. Red Guardian's just a bonus, okay? Training modules are good for Skilletary, but Chaos Theory is way, way more important. You can get training modules elsewhere. You cannot get gold and silver promotion credits elsewhere unless they're given to you. They give you 1 silver promo credit a day for free. And that's for donating to your alliance, I believe. All right. Always buy Bishop out of the War Store. Okay. Not only is he my favorite character, but he's part of the Axemen, Astonishing X-Men, and they are the best raid team. They are going to help you clear U7.5 right about the power level of about 350 to 400. I'd say 300 to 400,000. Axemen will clear 7.5 Ultimus, and you'll stay there until you can get into Doom raids. That's way in the future, guys. You're looking at about a year from now, okay? If you're just starting the game, maybe 9 months to a year. It's in-game content, okay? Now, you're going to want to buy Maria Hill as possible till you unlock Yellow Jacket's node. He is in Doom War Chapter 2, Node 6. He is a ways in, but this guide's going to set you up to be able to beat the nodes before that to get to him at a semi-decent pace. And in my opinion, the fastest pace you can. But you're going to want to buy Maria Hill as you have enough credits. So if you only got 4,000 war credits, save them and only buy Bishop. Now, if you have 13,000 war credits, go ahead and be buying Bishop and Maria Hill as they pop up in the store, because they don't always pop up, okay, guys? You got to manage your own war credits, and you got to be accountable to that. Now, once you've unlocked the Yellow Jacket node in the Dome War, Chapter 2, you're going to start farming that so you can unlock your Jubilee. He's a Pimtech. You need him. It says now, then buy Ghost to keep her at the same star rank as all Pimtechs. So instead of buying Bishop and Maria Hill, you're going to switch over to buying Ghost Shards. Before that, there's zero reason to buy Ghost Shards. Okay, guys? No reason. Now, if you have 10,000 war credits and they're offering you a Ghost for $13.75 and not a Bishop or Maria Hill, buy that Ghost. It's just going to help you save time later, okay? And you're going to still have plenty of credits so if Bishop or Maria Hill pop up between wars when you get more credits, okay? There's no reason to farm Ghost right away at all because you're going to have Ghost, but you're not going to be nowhere near the Yellow Jacket node. His node is essentially going to be, I want to say, between 3 and 8 months into the game when you get to this Yellow Jacket node, okay? And that's when you got to keep Ghost at the same level as Yellow Jacket. And then you got to get them both to 5-star along with the rest of the Pimtech team. But that is covered in Stage 2. So, what you use to unlock Jubilee. I know I said a lot more words than it says here. This is a baseline. That's why you need to watch this video and pay attention to it. So that way you can understand kind of these baseline outline schematics. I want to also say that I'm saying a lot more because I want to reinforce it and tell you why I am thinking this way and why you should go this way. Okay, so that's your store and what you should get from the store. Any other thing in the store is your option and your prerogative. Now I want to tell you about node farming. Bear in mind you get 1,000 energy a day to spend. If you count this up, see how I put optional next to Yelena Belova? Because if you farm Yelena Belova before getting one of these other characters done, you're not going to have enough energy to farm the characters you need for the flash events. Okay, so I would just back burner her. She's only optional for the best skilletary team. Otherwise, she's unnecessary. You don't even need her at all. Okay, she just makes that team better. But you count this up, you got 60, 120, 200, 280, 340, 400, 460, 520, 600, 680, 780, 880, 980. And that leaves you 20 extra energy. So you can throw 20 energy at her if you want. But that 20 extra energy will probably be rollover because you won't be right on time all the time. So you probably have between 950 and 1,000 energy a day to spend. You're going to want to check back and never let your energy set at full to accumulate this 1,000 energy. Otherwise, if it's setting at full, you're losing part of that 1,000 energy. Okay, guys? All right, so Punisher. And this tells you where they are. Heroes 1-6, Heroes 2-9, Heroes 4-8, or 4-6. And it goes all the way. Villains is a V, Nexus is an N, C is Cosmic. And these characters are crucial to my guide. If you pick out half of these and you farm them and you don't farm the other half, 3 months, 4 months, 7 months from now, you're going to be saying, why is your guide not working for me, GPA? And I'm going to say, well, you only did half of it. And you need the other half for the half you farmed to be any good, okay? So if you're going to follow this guide, follow it all, okay? Otherwise, don't wonder why later on it's not working. And I'm going to explain that here. Now, you can see the list of characters here. You're going to want to farm Punisher, Cree Noble, Cree Reaper. And the reason you're farming the Cree is to unlock Fury, okay? Also, as you can see here, it's used for Nexus 8.4 to 8.6. And you have to clear Nexus the whole campaign to get into Doom War. So the Cree do both things at the same time simultaneously, which makes them very, very valuable. Plus, they're cheap and easy to obtain. They are a terrible, terrible team, okay? Don't take me saying farm Cree as they're good, because they're not. And I'm not saying invest into them hard, only invest into them what you need to get through Nexus and to unlock Fury. Now, Winter Soldier, he is to unlock Omega Red. And that's what this guide, it sets you up to get, like I said, 12 to 15 teams as fast as possible, as well as it's working towards Omega Red. Now, I don't want to farm Cree for Fury, because Fury's next step is to unlock Omega Red. So I had to farm Winter Soldier so I can get Omega Red as well. Now, if you don't want Omega Red and you just want to stop at Fury, you can cross off the Winter Soldier, okay, and farm somebody else. But later on, you're going to go back and farm Winter Soldier probably to get Omega Red. Essentially, this guide that I'm building here will get you pretty much nowhere near Infinity Watch, okay? You will be able to make that personal choice at 5 to 7 months, 6 months probably, on average. Worst case scenario, it takes you maybe a little over 7 months, and you'll have a few of the Infinity Watch, and then you can go farm the people you need for the Infinity Watch team. Electra's Villains 1-3. She goes for the Flash event, and I put it in here. Shadowlands 1 out of 10 long-term teams do more campaign. That's all the things she does. Now, this is a 1 out of 10 long-term teams. Is a personal note for me and people that follow this guide that Shadowlands is probably going to be one of your top 10 war offense teams that you're going to want to build and use later on. If you choose to use them early on, that's completely fine too. That's up to you. That is your choice. But you need to be farming the shards, if nothing else, for when you get to that point. Okay, and this guide meshes together. It's like a fluid, solid stream. You know, the stream doesn't just keep going. Oh, you want to take a right? No, the streams don't do that. They keep moving, and they go downhill. The current pushes. You can't just turn this way and then come back later and jump in, because that, you know what I mean? You're not going to get there as intended, I want to say. Now, Black Widow is Villains 1-9. She's a Flash event boot camp as well as Doom War campaign. Now, do you have to use her in the Doom War? No. Do you have to use Elektra in the Doom War? No. But you will have them, and they can be used effectively. So why not? Mercenary Lieutenant V33. This is the most important one, and he's for the payday event, how you get your gold, the Flash event. He is a mercenary, and he's top 3 in the mercenaries, in my opinion. He's also the mercenaries war defense, which is a meta war defense. In my opinion, it's up there in the top 5. Okay. Now, bear in mind, this is all my opinion, but this is the guide and the route I'm taking farming, and I would recommend this to my mother. I'd recommend this to anybody. Okay. I am recommending it to the Marvel Strike Force community. This is the best farming guide starting out. Now, you got Night Nurse here, Villains 3-9, 60 energy. Early access, cheap. Flash event for Block Party. She's a city hero. There's number 2. Can clear heroes 7-1 to 7-3, which is essential to get into Villains. Then you got to clear Villains. Then you got to clear Nexus, and that allows you to get into Doom War. If you don't follow that process, you can't get into Doom War. You have to clear heroes 7-1 to get into Doom War. So she's going to be used for that. Now I got Cree Cyborg, unlocks Fury, Nexus again. Black Panther, Flash event, Chaos there. That is the most important. Doom War campaign. Okoye, Nexus, Flash event, Chaos Theory, Doom War campaign again. Now there's a node where you can use Wakandans. Let me grab my sheet here. But you can use mercenaries or Wakandans in Doom 2, 1 through 3 nodes. And you have to use one of those teams essentially, or a combination of the 2 teams, because they are required for that node set. So you will have to invest into one of these teams or a mix of both. Obviously, you'd probably want to go mercenaries because they are a war defense, so investing in them is a good thing, but to a certain extent to get through that content. Moon Knight, he is part of Shadowlands, one of my 10 teams. He's a Doom War campaign, so he helps clear some nodes in Doom War, multiple nodes actually, and he's a Flash event for Block Party. He is a city hero. Taskmaster, Cosmic 2-6, 100 energy, Flash event, Chaos Theory. He is the lead mercenary. He makes his team better, and he makes the war defense. Without him, the mercenary war defense, it doesn't exist. Doom War campaign. I mean, it does, but it's just not good. Now, following this guide to a T for 6 months, we'll give you these teams. Shadowlands, Cree, Wakandans, Mercenary, Skeleton, Sinister 6. And Sinister 6 is passive through Raid Orbs and Blitz Orbs. Will it be the full team? No, you might only have 4 of the characters or 5. And they're only going to be start up because you opened Blitz Orbs and Raid Orbs. So you'll have to invest gear if you choose to. That will give you another team, though, and an option. Right off the bat, you got 4, 5, 6 teams plus a Nick Fury, a legendary, right off the bat in the first 6 months. And you're set up for Stage 2. Now, what is Stage 2? This is all working you towards Dark Dimension, Doom Raids, Doom War campaign, in-game content, competitive and war. That's what this guide is doing, okay? Because if you look here, you got a top 5 war offense, top 5 war defense. I'd say they're top 10, top 15 for wars. Skeletor is a very good team. You just got to pick and choose your battles. Sinister 6 is loved by all because of Doc Ock, in my opinion. Cree, it's just another war defense or a war offense that you can use. You'd have to punch down pretty big to beat most teams, though. Wakandans are supposed to be great in raids, and they might be up to Ultimus, but you have to invest a lot for them to be very competitive in raids. So I would not recommend using them. This is building us to Axemen. You're going to have to use somebody, though, bear in mind, until you get your Axemen. Okay? I'm probably going to use Shadowlands with Shuri, and hopefully that works. I'm going to see how it works on my free-to-play. Okay, so now stage 2, this would be around the 6-month mark. It might be sooner, it might be a little later on certain characters. If you got them maxed up here and you have extra free energy and you want to start on the stage 2, do it, because it's only going to get you to the finish line quicker, okay, guys? Now, stage 2, the store. Always open Blitz Orbs until you have 75% plus at 7 stars. So, let's say there's 20 characters in there. When you have 15 of the 20 at 7 stars, you want to go focus farm the other 5, because it's actually going to give you the shards you need. Otherwise, if you're opening Blitz Orbs still at that point, you're going to be getting a little bit of gold, but 3 out of 4 times you're going to get a duplicate, which will give you Ultimus food, which isn't a terrible thing because it gives you some of the best characters in the game in the Ultimus Orb. But at that point, you'd want to, then you can do what you want. If you want to go focus farm and finish off those other 5 characters, absolutely. But until then, I highly recommend opening Blitz Orbs. Same with Raid Orbs, same setup. You know, when you get to 75%, focus farm. If you want to do both, focus farm Sharon Carter and open orbs, feel free. Do whatever you want. It is totally your account. This is just a guideline, okay, guys? And in my opinion, it's the best path you can take in Marvel Strike Force 2.0, because that's all it is paths. Do you want to go for Infinity Watch? Do you want to go for Omega Red? Do you want to be efficient? Do you want to go for flash events? You know, what do you want? What's your favorite team, you know? And at 6 months, this will have you set up to where you'll have max resources to be able to pick and choose whatever you want. Okay, only focus farm if an event or legendary is coming up and it's necessary. War Store, buy Ghost for Jubilee until 7 starred. So essentially you're just dotting your I's and crossing your T's here with buying Ghost. And that'll get your Jubilee to 7 stars, which you're going to want for your Axeman, which is your raid team. Obviously, she will work at 5 stars, but you want to keep going until you get her at 7, because she's used in Doom War. The Axemen are used for the Mutant Lane. They are the best in-slot option for raids. Now, the nodes you want to be farming in Stage 2 is Wasp, Villains 4-9, unlocks Jubilee. Now, you don't need to farm her in Stage 1. Why? Because you don't need Ghost in Stage 1. Because, why? You don't have Yellow Jacket's node unlocked until you're into Doom War. Chloe, you're driving me crazy. You're driving me crazy. All right, so there's an older saying, you know, you don't want to put the carriage before the horse, right? The horse pulls the carriage, so if the carriage is in front, you aren't going anywhere, right? There's no reason to farm Wasp or Ghost out of the War Store or node farm Wasp until you're at the Yellow Jacket node right here. Once you're there and you're farming this daily, you want to be farming Wasp as well as Ghost. So that way they're all leveling simultaneously. If you're farming up Ghost before that, awesome, but I think I'd rather invest in my Bishop and my Maria Hill to give me more variety of strong characters and teams, to be more competitive. If you choose to go after Ghost right off the bat and Bishop and leave out Maria Hill, that's also a good option, but you're kind of crippling your Secret Avengers. You'll have to go back and farm Maria Hill later either way. So you're better off just going this route, in my opinion. So that way you have the Secret Avengers to unlock Omega Red. It will advance you smoothly. Now, Iceman. He's part of our Axeman, best raid team. Bear in mind you have to be level 70 to even get Iceman. So you're not going to have this raid team till after you're level 70. Probably more close to level 75. Because you are going to have to farm him for a while. Okay? He will function at a low star level on the team, but he's going to get killed a lot if you're going for like U75. It's not an easy raid, okay? So I don't know how he will do at a lower star level. That's something we're going to learn together, but they are best in slot. Again, the requirements for villains, I think it's at 7-9 is you can use any characters you want, but you have a combo for 7-4 through 7-6 and 7-1 through 7-3 take required teams. They are all acquired in Stage 1, which is why Stage 1 is the way it is. And so that when you get to this villain 7-1, you can blow right up to villain 7-9. Okay, guys? Beast is in Nexus 5-6. There's no reason to be wasting your energy on Beast. You're not even a villain's node until you're after your level 70. Why are you farming Beast when you could be farming somebody else that can help you now and build your foundation for your account with flash events? So you will be farming Beast in Stage 2. He is part of the best raid team. Obviously, you don't want to go after Beast until you have the Iceman node unlocked, right? And then Stature's Cosmic 1-9. She's used to unlock Jubilee. There's no reason to farm her in stage 1. You're out of energy, and those guys will be 7 stars, so you better go after Stature. Cap Sam is Doom War Campaign Chapter 2, Node 6. He unlocks Omega Red. He's part of the Secret Avengers. He's an amazing character. He's got an amazing TV show on Disney Plus. Just awesome. And that's who I want, and that's why I made a farming guide that included him. If you don't want him, this guide, you know what I mean? You don't have to go after him, but this guide sets you up to do that. Yellow Jacket node unlocks Jubilee. So essentially, these are going to basically dot your I's and cross your T's. So, you know what I mean? You'll be farming these up as needed. Now, the teams this is going to give you is Pimtech, which unlocks Jubilee. Axemen for the best raid team in the game. Secret Avengers, which unlocks Omega Red. It's going to give you Omega Red following this guide. At the fastest pace you can get Omega Red in this game. It's going to give you Shield, a Shield team, which is used a lot in Doom raids, which I will be using. The Fury Coulson Shield team. I believe Cap Sam might plug into that Shield team as well. Don't quote me, but I know Sharon Carter does. So that's why I'm going to use Shield and Doom more, because she's OP, right? So is Fury and Coulson. It's also going to give you many others from Blitz and Raid Orbs. Okay, guys? This is just the highlight reel. You're getting tons and tons of characters from those Blitz Orbs, like Gamora, and really that's the only one I can say, but Gamora. You can get Power Armor from Blitz Orbs, as well as Raid Orbs. You're getting War Machine for Power Armor. You're getting tons and tons of great characters out of this guide. Okay, guys? This is just how it's going to go, and this is how you should follow it. Now, Stage 2 is going to happen naturally. It's going to come as it comes, okay, guys? There ain't no reason to farm Wasp before you have the Yellow Jacket node, but if you have the extra energy, you know you're going to need Wasp. Go start farming Wasp, because you now have, let's say you've maxed your Crees out and you got Fury maxed out. You know what I'm saying? Or one of your Cree, this Cree's at 6 stars, this Cree's at 5. Quit farming this one, keep farming this one, and go spend that energy on Wasp. That way your Crees can catch up and get at the same star level while you're also working towards unlocking Jubilee. And I'm not saying it has to be Wasp. You could come and farm Beast for a while your Cree catches up to the other Cree. And that's something you have to deal with. You can't just, I got to follow this to a T and it's going to unlock at the right perfect time. No. The RNG plays a heavy factor. So you got to be able to say, well, I'm farming these up. I got 3 of the Cree at this level and 2 are lower. So I'm going to keep farming the 2 lower ones. Stop farming the 3 or high ones. Take that extra energy and start farming Stage 2. Down here, so I'm just going to pick up Beast, Stature, and Wasp while I'm catching up my Cree. And then once they caught up, you're going to stop farming these and go back up here and farm all the Cree to 7 stars. That's something you got to be able to manage, okay? I hope that made sense. You can't just look at this and be like, it says farm Wasp, so I'm going to go do that constantly. Well, you can, but you're going to get her to 7 stars, and your Yellow Jacket's going to be at 3 stars because you just unlocked his node halfway through farming her. You get what I'm saying? And then you're going to have to wait another 3 to 4 months because it didn't line up because you didn't manage your energy properly. At this point, upon 7 starring and maxing all these teams, you now will be doing U7.5, if not Doom 1. You'll have Secret Avengers, Omega Red. You'll have several competitive war offenses and defenses as you choose. You will be clear through, all the way through all 4 chapters of Doom, as well as, I'm assuming, Dark Dimension. And I got Dark Dimension up in the air right now because I'm going to make a video specifically for that. But this will lead you on the path to what you need to do that. I'm quite positive that they're making 2 Mystics right now for the Mystic lane that have Dark Dimension buffs. They are going to clear the Cosmic lanes. Is it Cosmic? Yeah, it's Cosmic lane in Dark Dimension 3, 4, and 5. So I'm assuming they're going to put out some skill characters with Dark Dimension tags, some tech characters, some global, some city characters with the Dark Dimension tags coming up. And those are going to be way better than anything in the past. So I'm not going for Phoenix unless I chose to for fun. I'm not going for Ghost being out of this world unless I chose to for fun. I mean, you don't need him for Dark Dimension anymore. He is one of the best in slots right now. But if they release global characters with the Dark Dimension tag, like the Secret Avengers or such, they're going to tear it apart a lot better than Ghost or Phoenix ever did. I hope that makes sense. I hope I'm making sense with that. Believe you me, I've done a lot of research, guys. This is the way to go. Now, this is just one path out of several you could choose starting out. You could go willy-nilly, and 6 months from now, you're going to have a little bit of everything probably and nothing great of anything. But you will be having fun in the game, and that is the most important tip and rule. Have fun. If you're not having fun, you're not going to keep playing, and then it don't matter who you farmed. You know what I'm saying? It's all for nothing. At this point, it's all up to you now. Good luck and have fun. Life's too short to farm hand shards. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? It is way too short. I am not spending a single energy, credit, second thinking about farming a hand shard for any reason. And that includes Nobu, okay? Nobu will come naturally through orb drops, or I will not be getting Phoenix on this account for 3 or 4 years. That's all I got, guys. I really hope you understand what I said. If you don't, please join my Discord. I will try to link a Discord link in there for you to be able to join that way. Great community over there. And I can answer all your questions personally there as well. You can actually contact me and personal message me in Discord, and I answer them as I have free time. So if you have any questions on this and you don't want to find out in the comment section, feel free to join the Discord. Also comment down below your thoughts and how you think I did on this guide, if you think this is actually going to work out. Because, I mean, looking at what I'm telling you to farm is leading you to tons and tons of teams, tons and tons of loot. You're maxing flash events. And at this point, once you've done this whole guide, you can go and do whatever you want for the rest of your Marvel Strike Force life. And have the max resources and income with a firm foundation to be successful and competitive. Thank you all. Stay healthy and have fun, man. Don't let this, he said I had to do this, you said I had to do that, blah, 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 blah. Do what you want to do. Just, look at the facts, look what I presented here, and you decide if this is what you want to do or if you feel this is a good plan. Because this is what I'm going to do, okay? And it's just an option I'm putting out there for other people as well. You all have a great day, and we'll see you in the next one.